Have you ever wondered how millions of lives have been saved because someone forgot to clean up after themselves? It sounds impossible, but one of the greatest medical breakthroughs in human history began with a messy laboratory and a simple accident. That unexpected discovery transformed medicine, turned deadly infections into treatable conditions, and changed the course of modern healthcare forever. If you're fascinated by the incredible stories behind the biggest medical discoveries, subscribe to Curiomedix and join us as we explore the science that shapes our lives. In the early 20th century, a simple cut on your hand could become a death sentence. Today, it's easy to forget just how dangerous bacterial infections once were. Before antibiotics, diseases such as pneumonia, meningitis, scarlet fever, and blood poisoning killed millions of people around the world. Even routine surgeries carried enormous risks because infections often developed afterward. Childbirth was especially dangerous, with many mothers dying from infections that modern medicine can now prevent or easily treat. Doctors did everything they could, but without effective antibiotics, there were very few options. At the time, physicians relied on antiseptics to clean wounds. While these chemicals helped kill bacteria on the skin, they also damaged healthy tissue and could not safely eliminate infections deep inside the body. Researchers across Europe and North America desperately searched for a substance that could selectively kill harmful bacteria without harming patients. It was one of medicine's greatest unsolved challenges. Among those researchers was a Scottish bacteriologist named Alexander Fleming. Fleming had already built a reputation for careful scientific work and had served during the First World War, where he witnessed countless soldiers die from infected wounds rather than from their original injuries. Those experiences convinced him that medicine urgently needed a better way to fight bacterial infections. In September 1928, after returning from a holiday, Fleming walked into his laboratory at St. Mary's Hospital in London to examine several Petri dishes containing colonies of Staphylococcus bacteria. One dish immediately caught his attention. A mold had accidentally contaminated the plate. Normally, contaminated samples would simply be discarded. But Fleming noticed something unusual. Around the mold was a perfectly clear ring where the bacteria had disappeared. Everywhere else, the bacteria continued growing normally, but near the mold, they had been destroyed. Instead of throwing the plate away, Fleming became curious. He realized the mold must be releasing a substance capable of killing bacteria while leaving surrounding tissue unaffected. The mold was later identified as Penicillium notatum. Fleming named the mysterious antibacterial substance penicillin. This moment is often described as one of history's greatest lucky accidents. But luck alone does not make scientific discoveries. Many researchers might have thrown the contaminated dish into the trash without giving it another thought. Fleming's true genius was recognizing that something extraordinary had happened and asking the right scientific questions. Curiosity transformed an accident into one of the most important discoveries in medical history. Fleming began conducting experiments to understand penicillin's properties. He found that it was highly effective against many dangerous bacteria, while appearing harmless to animal cells. This selectivity was remarkable because most chemicals powerful enough to kill bacteria also damaged human tissue. Today, scientists understand why penicillin works so well. Bacteria are surrounded by a protective cell wall that gives them strength and structure. Penicillin blocks the enzymes bacteria need to build this wall. Without a functioning cell wall, bacteria become unstable and eventually burst apart due to internal pressure. Human cells do not have these bacterial cell walls, allowing penicillin to target bacteria without attacking our own cells. This elegant biological difference made penicillin one of the first truly selective antimicrobial medicines. Despite its enormous promise, Fleming faced a major obstacle. Producing penicillin in useful quantities proved incredibly difficult. The mold generated only tiny amounts, and the compound was unstable and difficult to purify. Fleming published his findings in 1929, but many scientists believed the substance would never become a practical medicine. For nearly a decade, penicillin remained an interesting laboratory observation rather than a life-saving treatment. Everything changed in the late 1930s at the University of Oxford. A team led by Australian pathologist Howard Florey, German-born biochemist Ernst Boris Chain, and several talented researchers revisited Fleming's work. Using improved biochemical techniques, they successfully extracted and purified penicillin in much larger amounts. Their experiments in mice demonstrated remarkable success against deadly bacterial infections. The next challenge was testing penicillin in humans. In 1941, doctors treated a police officer named Albert Alexander, who had developed a severe bacterial infection after scratching his face on a rose bush. The infection spread rapidly, causing abscesses throughout his body. After receiving penicillin, his condition improved dramatically within days. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough penicillin available to complete the treatment, and he later died when supplies ran out. Although heartbreaking, the case proved that penicillin had extraordinary potential. As the Second World War intensified, governments recognized that penicillin could save countless soldiers suffering from infected wounds. Britain and the United States launched large-scale efforts to increase production. Scientists improved mold strains, developed deep fermentation techniques, and transformed penicillin manufacturing into a massive industrial operation. By the time Allied forces landed in Normandy in 1944, penicillin was being produced in sufficient quantities to treat thousands of wounded soldiers. The Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine, 1945, was awarded jointly to Sir Alexander Fleming, Ernst Boris Chain, and Sir Howard Walter Florey for the discovery of penicillin and its curative effect in various infectious diseases. However, Fleming also issued an important warning that remains highly relevant today. He cautioned that bacteria could eventually become resistant if antibiotics were misused. Unfortunately, his prediction proved correct. What other medical discovery do you think has had the biggest impact on human history? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this evidence-based journey into one of medicine's greatest breakthroughs, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Curiomedix, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next exploration into the fascinating world of science and medicine.